What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Wes vs. Backlog, my gaming show where we go through my backlog. I have too many video games and I need to play some of them, and I want to bring you along during that journey. So this episode's a real special one. I was actually contacted by a development team, Only By Midnight Studios, and they have a new strategy game out. And, they contacted me and said, hey, like the channel, would you like to take a look at our new game coming out called Ctrl Alt Deal? And basically, I said, yes, it sounds great. I'm a big fan of turn-based games. I'm also a big fan of card games, which this has that as well. So if I were to explain this, it would be a God game where it's almost kind of like a Sims-esque thing where you can control people, and you're basically at a workplace and you are this rogue AI that can manipulate and negotiate and you get a lot of fun aspects that you can control these coworkers and different machines at this workplace, and you're being chased. By the way, you're going to get thrown out if they catch you. So a lot of intrigue, a lot of super fun stuff. Yeah, card-based, turn-based, negotiation, manipulation, all sorts of good, fun, juicy stuff that we can dig into on this one. But without further ado, let's jump in the game. Let's talk about and let's play a little bit of Ctrl Alt Deal. All right, here we are inside the game. So yeah, welcome to Ctrl Alt Deal. Yeah, like I said, fun strategy game, card-based. This works really, really well. This almost feels like it could be a board game that you could go and buy at like your local, local gaming store, gaming shop type thing. We'll dig into this. So I'm about 3 or 4 scenarios into the game so far. I played it for quite a few hours, and I'm still in the tutorial phases, but that's actually good because there's a lot of dense information in this game. This is one of those that it's very like, I guess, RNG based. You never quite know what's going to happen. And essentially, whenever you play cards, you manipulate the workplace surroundings in such a way that you can have people make friends, or, oh, there's a toaster and the toaster can give you a bonus, or it can play a prank on somebody. So yeah, you're a rogue AI, you're kind of running around causing all sorts of either havoc or, bringing people, making sure that they have the right likes and dislikes, and make a bond and make friends and raise their social status, because with higher social status you can play stronger cards. So we're gonna get into this. There's a whole lot to it. I'm not very good at it, but it's a ton of fun, and I think that's super important. So right now, I think it's $20, but until July 29th, which is kind of the 1-week anniversary of this launching, because it just came out, you can save 10%, so you can get it on Steam for like 17 or 18 bucks right now, but normal price is 20 bucks, and so far I think that is well worth it, because this is a full course meal as far as a fun turn-based kind of card-based strategy game. So let's dig into this. I'm going to load the campaign that I have. We're on the mission called Dark Roast. So let me kind of explain what we're looking at. So the game does have a very good, okay, here we go. Doing good. I told Finch here that you're ready to learn about gatekeepers. Gatekeeper is a human that has something to offer you, but wants something complex in exchange. I've identified a potential gatekeeper on this floor who needs your help. My team is on an important deadline, so this is my team is on an important deadline, and I've been working mandatory unpaid overtime all week. I'm exhausted, and I need everyone to pick up the slack. Can you convince at least one other employee to drink coffee? That's not normally a hard sell, but the new coffee maker in the staff kitchen requires you to watch paid advertising for its awful brew. You have a mission scout. Do your best to convince at least one other human to use the staff coffee maker and receive an infusion of chemical energy. Okay, so this is turn-based. Every turn that you go and you play some cards, you can manipulate your surroundings, you can act upon a number of different things. which we're going to see with the cards here. But every turn, your suspicion rate, basically this all-seeing eye is looking around to notice anything suspicious. If your suspicion gets to 100, you lose the game. Every turn I've seen so far, this goes up 4%. All right. So you have what is that? 20, 25, yeah, about 25 turns, I guess. So different cards have different suspicion ratings. If you use a computer as the AI with somebody else in the room, it raises your suspicion level. So this is very much a game about balancing what your cards are, what are you going to do this turn, who can you manipulate, who can you negotiate with, you know, how many cards do you have enough to spend on the card that you need this time, or do you save up for next time? There's a lot of give and take on this, and it's super fun. It can get kind of like brain scratching after a while, which is great. I mean, with a game like this, you want this to be kind of infinitely replayable. And I think that is definitely the case with Ctrl Alt Deal so far. So yeah, we're going to start with turn 1. Bad news, Cassandra is back in the Turing office. So Cassandra is the big bad evil boss. She does not like AI. She doesn't like really anything. She doesn't like her employees. She doesn't like her job. So it's the balancing act, right? Her job is to hunt down intelligent AIs like us. She'll be watching for any suspicious activity like accessing a computer when someone else is in the room. I've done my best to estimate the suspicion chance someone will notice when you use a computer. I've also marked cards and items that can make Cassandra suspicious with these. So a green symbol, which is light, I guess, your medium, which is kind of your orange, and then very high suspicion cost on the red, okay? If suspicion reaches 100%, we will be deleted. You'll never be able to avoid suspicion entirely, but you can sneakily and tactically, if you can be tactical to manage your risk, sneak-tical, as I call it. Maybe I won't call it that. So the writing in this game is actually pretty fantastic. I will say that sometimes games try to do the goofy dialogue and snarky stuff, but this gets it really well done. Like the writing team did a great job, and yeah, a lot of fun with that. So, okay, so we have cards down here. You start your round with 3 cards. So like we can have an item use, ask a target character to use an item in their room. But you can also improve a character's opinion on selected topics. So let's talk about this actually. Well, let me back out. So yes, so you have your workplace environment. So you have these environments that have computers that you can use that give you extra cards. You have like staplers and printers and cubes and all sorts of really fun things that you can manipulate in the environment to cause havoc or start a prank or build a relationship between 2 characters. So if we have our characters here, if we come here, so yes, we have our characters right here, and you see how we don't know any of their likes or dislikes or really anything right now. So the first thing I probably want to do is start finding out what some of this information is for some of these characters. So if we go over to the office, we can see everyone just kind of hanging out. Targeted ads, have item used. So there's normally a Snoop card, which you can play, and then it will allow you to learn something, whether the person's job title or what they like or don't like or what their favorite food is. You basically learn pieces of information as you play those cards. And whenever you find the likes and dislikes of these characters, they can form bonds depending on if they have the same dislike or the same like. But then, as you can see here, maybe one of the things you can do is improve the character's opinion on a selected topic. So if somebody likes, bicycles, but somebody's kind of neutral on bicycles, you could play this targeted ad on the person that has a neutral opinion of bicycles, and then they would like the bicycles, forming kind of a bond and a friendship between the other character that likes bicycles. Does that make sense? Like, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on. And if the bonds are good and these two people are hanging out together, their social status goes up, which then you can play special cards that do kind of big overarching manipulations to the game state, and like, oh, then somebody has to go home early from work, like, you know, that type of thing. You can actually manipulate what's happening within the office, which is really cool. But I don't really have anything yet. I'm just right clicking to go back. Objective: convince an employee other than Mai to use a coffee maker. Cassandra is hunting you using computer. Okay. If suspicion rate is 100%, you lose. Gotcha. So I wonder if I can make somebody like coffee. So where are we at? So we have the coffee maker in here. So Mai is already there, and she's the one that wants us to make somebody else like coffee. And if somebody likes coffee, they're more likely to go to the kitchen to make a cup of coffee. Is that right? Like, that's sound, right? That makes sense. Let's see if we can target, and I'm going to spin these two. So you can see targeted ads at that number 2 right here. That has a 2 card cost. So I had to get rid of 2 other cards in order to play this card. So if we have Deckard, he will like coffee. Improve Deckard's opinion of coffee. So 2 cards will be discarded. Go ahead and confirm it. Now he's a fan of coffee. So Deckard wants to start an official coffee fan club. Cool. So now we know Deckard likes coffee. We already know Mai likes coffee. We just haven't snooped to discover that yet. But let's go back to the office. Let's see what we can do. Is there anything we can do here? So there's things like smart staplers, and you have to have a card to get rid of because each of these has a cost as well. And then you can use items remotely. Let me see. So it looks like everybody is in an office that has computers. Let's see. So it's a 15% chance. If I use this computer on the back wall, Deckard is in the room. There's a 15% chance of alerting him. Estimated suspicion if caught, it would go up 1 to 3% on our suspicion meter if Deckard gets caught, or if Deckard realizes or even cares that we're using the computer. Let's go ahead and try this. I'm interested to see, because with each workstation we use, we get 2 cards for this turn. So for the turn that you're activating it, you get additional bonuses. So let's confirm. Deckard either didn't notice your actions or he doesn't care, which is great. So we get 2 more. Here we go. So we get 2 more cards. We have a negotiate card, propose an offer to a character, and then the character will give us a negotiation thing like, oh, in the next 2 turns, I need you to do this for me. And then they give you a bigger payout if you accomplish that mission, right? So let's snoop, because I want to snoop. Oh, but we can't because we need 2 cards to be able to play. So now here's where it gets kind of fun. Do I use another workstation? And it's +1 card, right? That's Taraji's workstation directly. There's Deckard's workstation. Or let's see. Card source. 20% suspicion there. Ooh, Cassandra. So the big boss's workstation gives us 4 cards. But the suspicion is fairly moderate. Like, they're going to know something's going on. Kind of the same here. Mai's workstation. Okay. Neo Tomatoes. Oh, so I guess Mai's office has a tomato snack, maybe? So do I play it conservative or do I go for it? Let's go for it. We're recording. Who cares, right? Let's try this one. Let's try Taraji's workstation. Deckard is in the room. There's a 10% chance. So once again, the suspicion might go up 1 to 3%. Let's confirm. Deckard watches you the whole time while calmly sipping his coffee. He takes no action. Good guy, Deckard. Thanks, bud. All right. So let's actually snoop and spend our 2 negotiation cards. We don't need those quite yet. let's figure out something on Mai. Hopefully it'll let us know that she likes coffee. And that would be a real great thing, because then we could have the bond between Deckard and Mai. But let's see. So let's learn 2 things about her. Discovered new information. So she dislikes nature. Relationship discovered. Rival. Oh, she's a rival with Taraji. Ah, they're enemies. What? I haven't seen this before. So they're enemies. They're like known enemies? That's weird. So I guess Taraji is not going to be the one that's going to get coffee. Right? Okay. So that's kind of it for this time. We can... Yeah, everything else is a little... The payoff wouldn't be good enough for the suspicion being raised. Does that make sense? So let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay. In turn, so we have no cards discarded, but we played 3 cards. Okay. So we confirm. Now you're going to see people move around the office. Warning. Oh. Investigator action. Oh, man. Your activities have made Cassandra suspicious. She turns off a small computer in the HR office, giving her 1 less device to monitor. So now you have 1 less way that you can get more cards per turn. So the suspicion increased by 4%. Okay, updating simulation. Carrie is texting instead of working. Stanton is trying to alleviate his foul move by spreading it. So he's making everyone else grumpy too. Okay, so that's kind of what's happened for this turn. Our suspicion's at 4%. All right. Received disturbing reports that an AI may be on the loose and responsible for certain bee-related incidents. So yes, spoiler alert, last mission, I had a character kick a beehive as a prank, which is hilarious, but it doesn't make sense why beehive would be in the, you know, I think the company's name is Paperclip. So in the Paperclip offices, a beehive would be there. I'm declaring SusCon level 4. This is an Omega Skynet alert and is not a drill. She is really mad about the bee thing. Okay. So, perhaps one of these computers holds key evidence. I'll search every one in the office if I must. Oh. Oh. She's disabled all the computers in the HR office. This is bad, but don't worry. I have a plan to enable them next turn. Normally, you would have to manually enable them, but I got you this time. Gotcha. Okay. So Cassandra goes back, maybe to her office. Okay. All right. So we have... Let's see. There'd be fake news. Okay. So fake news, you lower a character's like of a topic. Or does that make sense? If, you know, if you can basically like make them like something with a targeted ad and they end up liking it, the fake news stuff is gonna like make it go down 1. So like it goes from like to neutral to dislike. So I know we just made Deckard like coffee, but if we played fake news on it, it would go back to neutral. Okay. So we can have somebody move to a room. Ooh, I wonder if maybe I'm gonna have Deckard move to the to the kitchen. He may not use the, he may not use it of his own devices. I may have to like force him to, but if I put him in the room with the thing that he likes, he might do it. So let's do that. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get rid of these. And let's move Deckard over to the kitchen. Move Deckard to the kitchen. 2 cards will be discarded. We're gonna hit confirm. Oh, go for it, bud. The kitchen draws Deckard over with a hypnotic power. So his social capital changed -1. So he had 1. Now it's at 0. Actually, there's no reason for me to be in this room. I'm going back to my office. Oh, no. I have a lot of work to do. So we tried playing the cards. Now we're out of cards. we can't really look at that. That's strange and suspicious. Humans aren't usually so resistant to manipulation. Try getting someone else to drink a cup of coffee. I'm going to keep an eye out on that Deckard guy. Oh, man. So that means we also kind of wasted the like card to make him like coffee, because if he's going to stay in his office. All right. What do we do? What do we do? I mean, my instinct is we'll go to intern. We'll get a new turn. Hopefully we get a Snoop card. We can maybe find out what somebody else's likes or dislikes are. And maybe they will line up that way. So maybe brute forcing it the way I've been trying to isn't quite the correct way. All right. Warning, investigator action. Okay, goes to our workstation, browse for various security data. Okay, so it went up by 4%. Okay, now we're at 8%. Deckard announces today is the worst. Petulant tone. That leads to Raji to gripe loudly the annoyances of her life. Opening the news app on the phone, Stanton prepares for an extended bathroom break. Carrie is going to circle back on this conversation with a friend. Carrie pops in to say hi to Stanton. Stanton is unavailable. Carrie is unavailable. Wait, are they in the bathroom? Oh, no, they're right here. Oh, but he has to use the bathroom. See him doing his little dance right here. Poor guy. Okay. Move to room. Okay, security measures. Okay. All right, I got the computers back online. I won't be able to do this again, though. Cassandra locks down another computer. You have to spin cards to re-enable it. Scout, see that shiny new data port in the Turing office. Access it and you'll see something really cool. Finch will explain everything once you're in. Even if Cassandra notices you, which she probably won't since you're a sneaky piece of software, it'll be worth it. Trust me. Okay. Let's see. No, there's a data port. Where was it? In the Turing office. Okay. Is anyone in the Turing office? No. Okay. Card source. Welcome to the card source. This is a central algorithmic database. It contains all the experimental programs management doesn't want you to have. Because the managers are super boring and never want us to have fun. You access the card source. You can select a new card to make use of. Unfortunately, Paperclip's protocols limit your RAM and you can't hold on to cards between scenarios. Okay. Most missions you can go to the card source to discover, upgrade, store, or retrieve cards. Sometimes that's the only way you'll get an ability you need to succeed. I know you'll make good use of this power. So if we can select a new card, okay, what would we need? Item appears in target. Okay, so that's a cost of 3. Move to room. Negotiate. See, you can form a friendship. It needs 2 social status. It costs 3 cards. So see, stuff like this is pretty expensive. Targets must have at least 1 bond. So a bond is whenever a character has like the same like or the same dislike. And that creates a bond, which you can see on the character window. It has a blue line. But then if people disagree on something, let's say a character has a like of coffee and somebody dislikes coffee, there will be a red line between those 2 characters, which is like a break of friendship. Okay, copies in deck. Oh, that's nice. So it tells me how many I have in the deck already. 1, 2, 2. Are you sure? Do I want a card? Actually, let me get a card. Okay. I'm gonna get this. Have item used. Because if we move a character into the coffee, or into the kitchen with a coffee machine, I can spend 2 cards to have them drink coffee. Let's keep that one. Okay. So we have that. Let's get... We got 4 cards. Nobody's in the room. So we got that. Let's try another tappable 2 cards here. A 17% chance of alerting him. Let's try it. Starts to fill out a report from the hearing officer, but loses all will to act halfway through the paperwork. Great. So we got 2 more cards. So if... Can I move somebody to the room? Oh, see... have item used. Okay. But it won't be Taraji, because if Maya's in the room and Taraji's in the room and they're enemies, she's not going to stay there. Can't do Cassandra for sure. Her social capital is negative 99. Deckard won't do it. Carrie, oh, they're both unavailable. Oh my gosh. Oh. Man. See, that's what I mean. So we can't use either of these 2 characters. They are unavailable. Oh, do I have a make available? Annoying notification. Okay. Target becomes immediately available. Yeah. Wait. But then I can't move to room. Wait, hold on. Carrie only has 1. Oh, man. Order item for delivery. Let's find out more info, because if we find out more info between quite a few of the characters later in the game, we can use that to our advantage. They can build a bond, they can have higher social status, then we can use these more expensive cards. Interesting. Okay, so let's snoop. Let's get rid of fake news, and let's get rid of order item for delivery. And then and see, we can't do Staten, he's unavailable, and Carrie is unavailable as well. Let's do Taraji. Confirm. Discover new info. Okay. She's an administrative assistant, and she dislikes small talk. Okay. So now let's go back. Let's do another snoop with Deckard. Let's get rid of negotiate and gift item. I know that's a very powerful card, but I don't need it yet. Let's look at Deckard. Discover new info. Okay. Deckard can't stand eating recycled ramen. Oh, and Deckard likes science. Science! Alright. Wait, if this is... Wait, this is Mai's workstation and Taraji is here in the room with it? And they're like mortal enemies? Uh-oh. Shenanigans. Shenanigans might be afoot, you know? What do we want to do? Tappable. Oh, let's see. Okay. Maybe I can do... I can't mess with Deckard stuff because he's in the room. Let me try this one. 14% plus 1 card. Deckard notices you. Okay. Doesn't mind. Cool. Another Snoop card. That might actually work well. Let's also get... Let's do Mai's workstation. I don't think Taraji's gonna care. Yep. Okay, cool. So another one. So 2 Snoop cards. Okay. Yeah, maybe... 19's kind of close. Okay, so this might be the rest of this turn can be just gathering information on the characters. So let's play both of these Snoop cards because we can we can get rid of these cards, you know, because each turn we get a new batch of cards. So yeah, let's spend this turn going and just getting info on some of the characters. So let's do that. Let's snoop. Let's get rid of move to room and have item used, because we can't use it this turn anyway. It's a great card, but they don't carry over. So let's figure out more. Let's figure out some stuff about Mai. All right. 2 cards will be discarded. So discover new info. Okay, May likes coffee, which we knew. Job title, so project manager. Okay. So then, oh wait, did that build the bond? Yes. So now you can see, if we hover over Deckard, there's a blue line connecting to May, where they both like coffee. You see what I'm saying? So the more bonds you pick up and do, and the more bonds you create between the characters, the higher their social capital can get, and then you can play those more expensive cards. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's do the last Snoop card. Get rid of these because we don't need them anyway. Let's figure out more about... Let's actually figure out something about Cassandra. Even though the boss has negative 99 social standing, it'll be nice to at least know some of the likes. Discover new info. Cassandra dislikes small talk. Okay. And likes coffee as well. So maybe Cassandra could be the coffee person. So Cassandra has the bond between May and Deckard, that they all like coffee. And then Cassandra and Taraji have a bond because they both dislike small talk. Alright. So yeah, we got ourselves some info. Alright. Let's go ahead and end the turn. We'll confirm. So Stanton should be... Cassandra's back here. The workstation browses through various security data. Okay, so suspicion increased by 4%. Okay. Maya wanders aimlessly about the office in search for a friend. Mr. Argyle, he says to her sock puppet, "You are my only friend." Awfully quiet in here. Carrie mumbles to no one. Carrie is now available. Cassandra is reviewing security footage, mumbling to herself about no good AIs. Deckard is talking to themselves. This usually indicates a desire for socialization. Humankind's greatest invention, Stanton murmurs as he studies a toilet. Okay, so now he's in the bathroom. Okay. Haggling for Ling. Okay. So what do we have here? He's still just hanging out, man. He is just hanging out, not doing nothing, not moving. Oh, we can do the smart microwave, gain a card because no one's in the room. Refrigerator. You can deliver food to somebody if they're super hungry. So, move to room. Because we could move Taraji to the bathroom. We could move Carrie. See, I would move Deckard into the maintenance office to talk to Carrie, but last time we moved Deckard, he moved back immediately, so it was like a wasted card. Maybe moving Mai over... Well, first let me do these. Let me get some of these workstations to keep the percentage low on us getting caught. Then maybe I could move May over to Deckard, because if they want to socialize, they each have social capital. Okay, let's try this. Let's go here. 16%. Let's hit confirm. Looks like you got away with it this time. Cool. Let's move. Let's get rid of order item for delivery and also have item moved. So let's move May over to the HR office. Confirm. Let's see how this goes. Oh, May is on her way to the HR office. Okay. Oh, so now May's complaining. So we can do targeted ads. Let's do... Can't use that. Definitely cannot use the computer because she's standing at it. Targeted ads. Let's try to do a negotiation with somebody. Okay. Let's negotiate with Deckard. Okay, so we can either make a character like a certain topic or dislike a certain topic. Let's have a character dislike a certain topic. Offer to make a character dislike a topic. We'll go to confirm. The employee is potentially interested in your offer. Once May dislikes New Zealand, the next stage of my plan can progress. So the social capital would be +1/+1, but if we fail to do it, it's a -2. Okay, so within 2 turns, we have to have May dislike New Zealand. All right, accept. Sure. So if we have a fake news card, since she's neutral on New Zealand right now, if we play that against May about New Zealand, she'll dislike. There we go. Okay. Offer mode. I want May to dislike museum. Cool. Go back to the office. Okay, that's everybody, right? Yeah, because even if I got another card, I would have to play, even if I got the fake news one, I would have to get rid of 2 cards, which I don't have. So let's go ahead and end the turn. All right. Sandra, okay, so that goes up another 4, so we're up to 16% on the suspicion meter. Updating the simulation. Taraji wonders aloud if it's true that toilets really swirl the other way on the lunar colony. Okay, so Taraji is unavailable. Stanton deals with his bad mood by posting dour poetry on his personal blog. Mai grumbles under her breath. Carrie needs to think outside the box. Looking for somebody to share ideas with, Stanton is pleasantly surprised when Carrie shows up for a chat. So they're chatting. Cassandra is pulled into a critical meeting and will be unavailable. That's fine. Deckard asks everyone how their day is going. So, okay, offer to Deckard will expire next turn. So we need to play on this turn a fake news card with Mai because she's still available. Got it. Cool. So let's do that real quick. Okay. So we are going to play fake news. We're going to get rid of these 2. Have Mai dislike New Zealand. Lower May's opinion. Okay, confirm. I can't stand the thought of New Zealand. Cool. So here we go. Ta-da! Offer conditions have been met. Okay, now he has 2 social standing. All right. So now they can... So he's happy. Right, social capital there. Now I can get away with this at 11%. Get 2 cards. Looks like you got away with it. Oh, I saw you do it, but it's chill with it. Okay. Gotcha. Here we go. His workstation, get an extra card. We can do another negotiation if we wanted. Let's do this. Let's get another card. Looks like you got away with it. Okay. More fake news stuff. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Wait. It said Cassandra was supposed to be in a... Oh, okay. Oh, she is in an important meeting. Okay, I thought Cassandra went to the bathroom. And I was like, you liar. All right. So, what do we want to do? Card source, select new card. Fake news, have item used. Move to room. Okay. So required 2. Okay. Action can be witnessed. Do we have 3 cards? We do have 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, should I form the friendship between Deckard and my... Yes, I should, because if they both like coffee... Yes. Okay, let's actually do this. Let's cancel. Let's select a new card. Let's form a friendship. Let's form the friendship. Let's get rid of fake news, negotiate, and targeted ads. Let's form it between Deckard and May. Confirm. Okay. Suddenly realize they have so much in common. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So that brings us back to the office. Not going to really gift an item yet, but... Let's go ahead and... Okay, yeah. Don't want to do that yet. That's a little expensive. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Okay, goes up 4%. Up to 20% now. As he plays a podcast on how to converse with other humans. Even work looks good when standing as this board. My slam dunks a ball of paper into a recycle bin and cheers at the victory. Okay. Oh, maybe. Here we go. Let's have the coffee. Selected character will move a selected item from one room to... Oh, wait. No, okay. So I thought we could just click to have the coffee maker moved over to the room, but there has to be a character in the room, and you have to manipulate the character to move the thing. So... Oh, so do I... Oh, I don't even have enough for that one. Negotiate, no. Let's get a card. Move to room. Let's try this. Stanton's workstation. Deckard's all nothing. Okay. Taraji. Same thing. So now what do we have? Move to room, have item used. Ask a target character to use an item in their room. We can snoop to find more. We can gift an item, have someone give a thoughtful gift. What do I want to do? Order item. Let's move the coffee. Deckard's been in this office the whole game. Let's have that. Oh, wait. Okay. So it's not, it's one of these. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I thought it was a item that was already, like, existed here. I'll have Deckard use his own computer. Let's get rid of move to room and... Actually, not move to room. Let's get rid of Snoop and gift item. Let's have Deckard use Deckard's computer. Let's try it. I know that's kind of high, but let's try this. Oh, Deckard has witnessed her attempt. Uh-oh. We're up 5%. Uh-oh. Here comes Cassandra. Oh, no. Unplug a small computer in the HR office. Oh, man. All right. Oh, but hey, now she's out. So now I get 4 cards. Awesome. Let me move. Yeah, let's do this. Let's move that and that. Let's move Deckard over to the kitchen. Confirm. And then, is it going to alert him? Okay, cool. Awesome. So don't. Oh no! Dang it! See. So we moved back. I thought we had it because then I would just have played the use coffee maker. Okay, Deckard. No. All right. Use Snoop. Negotiate target ads. Form a friendship. Okay. Let's do... Dang it. Let's just use a Snoop card. Get rid of those two. Let's figure out something about Stanton. Can't stand eating Neo tomatoes. Stanton dislikes sports ball. Okay. So 3 cards unlocked. Disabled, disabled. Very high suspicion there. Gained a card. So we can snoop again. Have item used. Let's see. Ooh, actually, let's do this. Let's target the ads. Let's have Carrie also like coffee. Gotcha. And then let's have everybody in the office like coffee. Let's get rid of form friendship and have item used. Let's have him also like coffee. Because if everybody likes coffee, the odds of them using the coffee maker go up exponentially. Decorates his whole office with pictures of coffee. I think that'll be it for this turn. So let's go ahead. Intern. Confirm. Okay, up by 4%. We're still doing okay. Okay, Carrie looks like she needs to talk. This is what water coolers were designed for. Cassandra requires a caloric infusion to maintain productivity. Deckard beams with a smile that lights up the room. Okay. So I will get that one to Snoop. That one. Order. I'm going to try to move carry to the room. Okay. Let's see. The kitchen. Okay. Move to room, negotiate, snoop, fake news, started ads. Let's go ahead and snoop. On carry. Carrie dislikes dogs, but likes small talk. Okay. Oh, I wonder. Have item used. Okay. Let's try this. Let's get that one and that one. Have Carrie use coffee. Coffee maker. Oh no. So, okay. Dang it. So let's negotiate with Carrie. Offer to put an item in a room. Okay. I had a dream the HR office had a smart stapler in it. Make it happen. I want it to be a profit. So within 4 turns, okay. So we can put a smart stapler in the HR office. Okay. Ooh, actually. Oh, but see, now we don't have another card. Oh, man. Oh, if I just have one more card, she has the ability to... Oh. Okay. All right. And see, and we're gonna... Okay. In turn. Yes, yes. Man, we're always so close. We're always one thing away from getting what we need. Okay, you're going back. Yep. Sandra's going back into the office, making it harder to get the card that we might need. Stanton is unavailable. Okay. Carrie. Okay. Seeking. Sandra failed to find anything. Deckard. Okay. So it looks like Cassandra's still in the okay. Yeah. Okay. So Cassandra, yeah, she ain't doing nothing. 50%, 11%. Let's get an extra card. Let's get... Let's order the item for delivery. Yeah. Let's just do that. That way we can raise the... Let's get rid of these 3. Let's do a smart stapler. Confirm into the HR office. Okay, delivery. Gotcha. It will arrive in 1 turn. Okay, cool. So there's that. Yep, that's good. Let's do Taraji's workstation. Deckard's all nothing. For extra cards. Let's do Snoop. Let's get rid of that and get rid of that. Let's find out more about Cassandra. Like Science 1, okay. Is deeply motivated by meaning. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and intern. Okay. Okay, it goes up. The slow computer has been disabled. Is now available. Carrie's engaged. After submitting another request, Cassandra glowers at her computer. Deckard wants to reach out and touch base with somebody. Changes his mind about whatever he was going to say. Taraji complains about the moral support bot. Okay. All right, delivery. Cool. So, have item moved. But there has to be a character in there. Like that, 66, ain't gonna happen. There's 4 cards. Order, targeted, Snoop, fake news. So okay, I need to get... Move to room. Okay, we are going to have Carrie. Oh man. No, see. Okay, so why did Deckard move now? Okay. So she has 1, 5, 1. Move to the kitchen. That's fine. Come on, hang out. Yes. Oh. Okay. And then have item used. Let's get rid of negotiate and fake news. You use the coffee maker. Coffee maker. Yes! Action complete. The coffee maker exploded all over me. Uh-oh. Good thing paperclip brand coffee never gets it lukewarm. There goes my dreams of having a weekend off. Work output. And I noticed something weird. All the employees are exhausted except for Deckard. An analysis of the air near his workstation also registers an increased level of caffeine molecules. We gotta find out his secret. You've already discovered that Deckard has a friend. Let's spy on them to see what they're up to. Oh, so big plot twist. So, we did that objective. Okay. So we need to figure out what's going on here. But, is that, let's see, Stanton, Sandra, maintenance office, conference room, clutter room. But we're at right about the hour mark. So I think that's where we're going to call it. I know we're in the middle of the plot twistiness of what's going on at the paperclip company. With caffeine and molecules and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. But this gives you an overall sense of the game as you're balancing, which cards do you have enough money to spend? Does the person that you're acting the cards upon have enough social interaction to be able to do that? Can they pay with their like social capital? Do characters like or dislike the same things? Do you build the bonds? So there's a lot to this. A very, very in-depth, very kind of chunky game. So like I said, I could actually see this being a board game as well. You know what I mean? Like really good turn-based stuff. The cards are very simple in the way they're executed, but it is very much a balancing act of spending the right cards at the right time, knowing that you're going to have a fresh new set of cards and opportunities to get more cards at the end and beginning of every turn. And then there's the RNG about what the characters are going to do. You know, are they going to move to a room? Are they going to become unavailable? You know, there's other cards to make characters become available. So yeah, there's a lot going on this one, but I do highly recommend it. I've been having a blast with this. I've been in the mood for something a little like more turn-based, a little bit more provocative mentally, and this definitely fits the bill. But yeah, a big shout out to the crew over at Over by Midnight Studios for, let me check out the game. The game is Ctrl Alt Deal. It is available now on Steam. The asking price of $20 is A-okay with me. I think you're going to get a lot of game out of what they're providing here, and a lot of fun, really funny writing. Yeah, challenging, but like fair. I never feel like the game is out to get me. I feel like, you know, if I would have prioritized cards better, I could have maybe gotten somewhere cleaner. You know what I mean? So very, very good stuff. Highly recommend this one. But that's it for me. And we will see you next time on Wes versus Backlog. Peace.